All right. It's been a hot minute. Hopefully the streams are now running. It's been a hot minute, guys. Just been gone for the week. Not anywhere fun or not actually a place, just like mentally checked out. So anyway, back live drum practice. We're gonna break down more of Teen Spirit. This is day 6. How about a 5 or 4 day break from this? Could be good. Could just like hit it fresh. So I'm gonna start at slow tempos. I'm gonna try to do some feet stuff. I'm gonna try to do some hand stuff. I'm gonna try to put this all together today. And we'll go from there. So hopefully you guys are having a nice Sunday. It's Mother's Day. Hope you guys wish your Mother's Day happy Mother's Day. I did already, so I'm like done for the day. And all my surrogate mothers too. So all right. So 50 BPM. I'm gonna jump into the intro beat that gets used in the chorus as well. And let's do some. Oh man, no sound. Megatron, you got nothing? No sound at all? Still no sound, my guy? Hey, bro, can you hear me now or not? By the way, that'd be the best prank to pull on anybody ever. Hey, you have no sound, and then they spend. It looks, everything on my end looks like I'm getting sound, so let me know if you don't hear anything, and I will, Sweet, bro. Hey, bro, I'm just, like I said in the intro, just hasn't been a week since it's been a week since I've played drums, and so just getting back into it. As always, if you guys want to become a member at musicbythemeasurespro.com, you get sheet music, you help support these videos, and you get if there's a song you want to learn, we'll break it down via video or tablature. Megatron, you and Tim are going to have to come over sometime, and we're going to have to jam here. So I see Tim today, and I'll bug him about that. All right, 50 BPM. Let's do some hands. Let's do some feet. Let's just start a little slow warm up and kind of work on some technique as we start slow. 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 1, 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 1, a 2, a 3 and a 4. Just kick 1 E and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 E and a 2 and 1 E and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 2, a 3, 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 and I guess hi-hat should be open, but 3 E and a 4. It's kind of weird just playing hands. I've done a lot of just the feet, but the hands that throws me off. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 and 1 E and a 2, a 3 E and a 4 and 1. 1 E and a 2, a 3 E and a 4 and 1, a 2, a 3 E and a 4 and a 3 E and a 4 and cool. All right, let's speed that up. we'll go up by like sixes today because I feel like 50's a little slow to start. But, you know, when you haven't played for a bit, it's good to start slow. I should say I've been playing drums because I've been teaching, but I haven't been like sitting down and practicing. There's a little bit of a difference there, right? 1 E and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 E and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and cool. We'll just be we'll go up to 60. No, we'll do 62. I feel like none of these are challenging my rhythm capacity right now, so it's like I can go faster. Go too fast, you know, throw me off. One E and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and a 4 and 1, a 2, a 3 E and a 4 and 1. We just keep doing. Yeah, I said this before. It's nice to take a break and come back to it a little fresh. Not only fresh on the kit, but like just fresh doing these, because sometimes you get a little burnout of playing the same thing. You don't see as many gains, you know. I don't know. My big philosophy is you work hard on it for 1 week, just like killing it, putting the hours in, and then you take a week off and then come back fresh, and you probably fix most of it. And then as you continue to do that, your skill develops to the point where like this should become breathing after a while. Right now I'm choking. A 2, a 3, and a 4, and a 2, a 3, and a 4, and 1, a 2. 74. 118's full speed. Yeah, I think the marker I had here before we started was 80. So I mean, like if 80 was really, I can't believe that, but maybe it was. We'll have to look back at some point. If 80 or if I was at 80 and we're at 74 and this feels pretty easy for me right now, that's a good sign. And 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and 3 and a. So tomorrow, when I want to be more picky on this, I really want to go on that the end of 3. Right now, because I've just not rehearsed, it's not happening that way. But I think that'd be a good technique for me to supplement and get down in this song. All right, let's do 74, a couple more. Not every once in a while, I sometimes get that end just perfect. Sometimes I like to rush it. So it's just really finding that groove at these tempos. All right, let's try 80. One, a 2, a 3, and a 4, and 1, a 2, 3, and a 4, and 1, and a 2, and 3, and a 4, and 1, and a 2, and 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4, and. So, I'm not going to be completely picky about not getting that super tight. We'll get it tight down the road. Right now, that end isn't exactly how I want it to be, but like I said, we'll live with it. So because I think 80 is my personal best, maybe I should write these things down. Let's go by smaller movements though. So just kind of like try to inch this forward to 118. One and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and. That one actually might have been good, but I heard myself getting out of time. 1, a 2. One, a 2, 3 and a 4 and 1 E and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 a 2 a 3 and a 4 and 1 E and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and kind of see as I speed up, I'm starting to not care about where that metronome is. I should care, just not. All right, we'll keep these small movements. And a 4 and 1, a 2. And a 4 and so it might be that 84 is my top for right now. All right, so what we're going to do, save that. We're going to go back to this chorus beat, which I faintly remember. The end of chorus, I guess, because the chorus actually starts the same. Ah, yes. All right. We're going to keep this slow. And then we have this triplet idea, and we have this that's kind of based off the intro. So we're going to kind of work on those, get them up to speed, and then work on the intro just a little bit more. Probably do like a 40-minute session today. We're about 20 minutes in. It's pretty good for getting the dust off. All right, let's try 56. I faintly remember this part. So we have a lot of crashes. See that crash. So we're going 1 E and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 1 a 2. 1 a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and gotta learn how to count that. 1 a 2 because everything else is all these 16th notes that are held. The end is enough to get me. Now, what I should be focusing on while I'm doing end is just this nice technique, right? It would really help me in that later section where I like to hold my foot up for too long and then I just get fatigued. So let's see if 56 is going to be slow enough to think about that all. And a 4 and 1 E and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 1 a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 1 a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and that's nice at 56. All right, same thing, 60. 3 and a 4 and 1, a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 1, a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 4s. And 4 and 1, a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 1. that's yeah, we'll do 68. 68, then we're gonna move on. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that, how that's going. Now, because I took a week off, my leg might be a little bit out of sorts. Where like that's a lot of holding heel up is what I'm doing a lot of. Now, if I was a better drummer, I'd be able to like rest my foot more. But because it takes me so much concentration, my foot stays up a lot. 3 and a 4 and 1. 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 1, a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 1. Cool. I think we're good at that part. Like, I'm happy that we're just getting all these tempos up just a little bit. Triplet. All right, so let's think of. I think I can just. Thinking too hard. I don't know if we need to go this slow, but you know, it's easier than not. So 1 and 2. One and 2, triplet 3 and. So we let's hear 46. I don't know if I'll be able to get that in time. 1 and 2, triplet 3 and rest. 1 and 2. Let's just hear. And 2 and 3 and 4. Now count the and so you know where that triplet goes. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, triplet 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and rest. 1 and 2, triplet 3 and. So just by doing that, like I'm hearing where that triplet has to go, and I notice I'm rushing it yet, which is not an uncommon problem for me. Triplet 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, triplet 3 and 4. Now try to count the triplets. And 2, triplet 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, triplet 3 and 4. 1 and 2, triplet 3 and. Now, every once in a while, I'm sure I'm rushing those triplets. Something I'll just keep working on. All right, so back to 50 already, which is good. 2, triplet 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. One and 2, triplet 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, triplet 3 and 4 and. That's fun to practice. I like when we as a collective audience come up with ideas like that to practice. It's just enjoyable. Like you get this like meditative state of just doing this over and over again. Just you're processing. You're hearing where that triplet lands. You put the triplet in. You take the triplet out. It's like the hokey pokey. It's very similar to that. 1 and 2, triplet 3 and 4. 1 and 2, triplet 3 and 4. One and 2, triplet 3 and 1 and 2, triplet 3 and 4. Triplet 3 and 4. All right, so plan. Let's go to 58. 58, then we'll look at that last measure, and then we're going to redo the intro just a little bit, kind of end with that, and see if we can get that tempo a little faster before tomorrow. 3 and 4. 1 and 2, triplet 3 and 4. And 2, triplet 3 and 4. 1 and 2, triplet 3 and 4. And we're getting sloppy, but that's okay. I think 58's a good one. So I always struggle of like if I don't write down what I just did. Obviously 58 is the tempo that we're doing, but it might be nice to write down like 52 to start with, but I think we just need to leave 58 because then I know that's what I ended with. All right. In my mind, this is the last measure. Well, I guess there's some pre-chorus stuff going on that we haven't looked at all, but for the most part, this is the last measure of different stuff or just something that we have to learn. All right, so same thing. Let's slow this down. Maybe like a 44. So we're starting the same. 1 and 2. So a little bit different, right? That's the first time that we have, I think, an like that. Usually it's tied to a 1E and I don't know if there's one sitting by itself like that. So we're going off the 2E and Then it's 3E and now reminiscent of the intro part that I ignored today because I just didn't want to do it. 1 and 2E and 3E and 4E and big difference is we're going to that low tom on the other beat. All right. So that'll be a little interesting, especially this 1 and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1. And it essentially starts with a 1 and again, so, one crash, but this will give us a good enough an idea of making this a nice little loop. All right, let's try to hear that rhythm. One and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2E and 1 and 2E and 4E and 1 and 3E and 4E. For whatever reason, my brain doesn't think there's a 4. Yeah, doesn't think there's a 4 there. 2, 3E and 4E and Just thinking about getting there is enough to confuse me right now. Okay. I think I got the mechanics down. 4 and a 1 and 2. It's hard for me to count for what he's in. 3E and 4E and 1 and 2, 3E and 4E and 1 and 2, 3E and 4E and fun to play though. All right, let's speed that up a little bit. Might clean my counting up. It might make my rhythm worse though. We'll find out. 3E and 4E and 1 and 2, 3E and 4E and and 4E and 1 and 2, 3E and 4E and one thing I find very interesting when I'm thinking that much, and a lot of it is that subdivision of, and then on top of that going, so 3E and you can hear that little bit of, as we speed up, there'll be no time for that hesitation. So we're going to count that through a couple times and just kind of smooth that out. 3E and 3E and let's do, we're going to try 40 and just see if we can get 3E and 4E and make this a nice little loop. Now, the nice thing is spending a little bit more time on this is going to help with that intro, which I'm just honestly sick of playing right now. Not the beat intro, but like the first measure, that first little drum fill. So that's why I kind of avoided it today because I just didn't want to play it. And avoidance never comes back to bite you in the butt. But anyway, so like this is just a good exercise to practice. 3E. So I hear that leg. 3E. The other thing, Dave Grohl's not going. When he hits it, he's going. When we speed it up, that'll come kind of naturally. Right now, we're just kind of running through the motions. 3E and 4E and 3E and 4. And 3E and 4E and man, why is that so hard? And 4E and 3E and 4E and I think that's something we'll continue to do. That will help us speed it up. Let's go back to 48. Let's play a couple of the full thing, and then we'll move on. Bro, it's hard to relax when you're concentrating. Now, one thing that's helped me a lot is I've been doing a lot of yoga nidra, and I tell everyone that I'm doing yoga nidra. I'm one of those people. But it's a very, like, mindfulness, like, get in your body kind of thing. What I've noticed is when I do a bunch of the yoga, and I come to play drums or I come to play guitar, I can, like, more focus on one part of my body and get it to relax more than I could ever before in my life. And even like, but learning something new, right? You're kind of challenging yourself to go, okay, do this and don't strain yourself while you do it. Don't stress yourself out. Just relax. And play in time. But it'll come. It'll come in time. You know, the ambition would be in a year that I'm playing a new song on the drums and it doesn't take me as much effort. It doesn't cause me as much, not anxiety, because it really doesn't cause me that. Body stress, right? Like I'm comfortable enough on the drum set because I've learned 100 songs that it's easy to just jump in and be like, all right, that's how you play that. It will come in time. I know it. I know it will. I've seen it in myself. I've seen it in students. A 3 and a 4 and 1 and 2, a 3 and a 4 and speed that up. Three and a 4 and a. Cool. We're going to go one faster. By one, I mean 4. And then do the intro a little bit more, and then we'll call it a good practice. A 3 and a 4 and 1 and 2. A 3 and a 4 and a. All right, we're going to move to a different section. We're going to do that intro one more time for a bit and then call it good. So just going to see if we can jump in at 86. We'll go from there. We'll see if 86 is possible. So maybe some feet. 1. Now I gotta readjust to like what these kick drum patterns are doing, right? 1, a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and. And a 4 and 1. So I had one that wasn't terribly out of time, but just wasn't perfect. Compared to like 80, this does feel like I'm just like racing. So, 118 will be interesting. But really, I'm going to say we're at 90 basically. 90 to 118. It's not just, it's not out of sight. 2, a 3, and a 4, and. So I'm getting like a lot of like errant kicks, especially after 4 and 1. 4 and 1. All right. A couple more times at 86, and we'll just call it a good day. And 1, a 2. A 2, 3, and a 4, and 1 E and a 2, and 3, and a 4, and 1 E and a 2, and 3, and a 4, and. All right, guys. Thanks for checking us out. Musicbythemeasurespro.com. We appreciate you guys' support. Let us know what songs you want to learn. I'm hopefully going to wrap this one up by the end of this week, kind of do a compilation video, and then, I don't know, probably try to find a song a little bit easier for me, skill set wise. This one was very much picked because a student was working on it, and I needed to help them with it. So hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday, and I will talk to you all soon.